Everything Now, an interactive comedy show on Twitch where you, the viewers, are in control, featuring special guests from all over the Twitch community and the Los Angeles comedy scene. Enter a variety of wild scenarios with colorful characters and help steer the story in whatever direction you want. You can vote in polls to make choices, submit images over Twitter and Discord. You can pay to play sound effects.
Road ends in 100 feet.
What the f***?
It's your show too, friend. Hop on in and experience everything now.
Good evening. My name is Walter Brandflake, and welcome to ENTV. Yes, if you're joining us tonight, that means you'll be enjoying a wide variety of programming selected, especially to keep your eyes glued to the tube. So welcome, viewers. Welcome, Grass Dragon, Kinetic Turtle, Laser Lady, Hoomstinative, Scott, Theo, Gorafriend, Serenity Underground, Naked Comedy, Sweet Amelia TV, Salad Fork, Rocky's Lawyer, VTech versus the World, Hib 7, Intoxicated Patty Crocs, Ooghidge. Imagine if this was the whole show. And everybody else. Internet Crow, welcome. Tonight, we'll be not only breaking top stories, but we'll be visiting the world of weather, sports, finance, some children's entertainment, and of course there will be some commercials so that we can pay for all of this. But tonight, to start us off, we'll be breaking top stories. But first I want to let you know that you can interact with tonight's program in a variety of ways. First of all, you can subscribe, and there's no better time to subscribe to the Everything Now show than right now during this month, the month of September, when all 1 month subscriptions are actually 25% off. What a great deal! So go ahead and subscribe, and if you do, not only will you be supporting ENTV, you will also get to submit a sponsor for tonight's show. Let's look at what last time's sponsor was. Can we hit the button? It was Abner's 84 Rainbow Tequila. Glug, glug, glug. Can't get enough of that stuff. Abner's 84 Rainbow Tequila got you feeling nice. Yes, that was last time's sponsor, but if you subscribe, you can submit your own sponsor. We'll display it on stream and insert some totally smooth product placement that I'm sure will not disrupt the programming at all. And if you donate $5 at any point during tonight's programming, you can create your own show. It can be literally whatever you want. Just say what you want to put on the TV, and we will make it happen somehow. So donate $5. Tell us what TV program you want to put on. Yeah, it's exciting stuff. Oh, I think the sound alerts are off. So go, producer, go to the overlays and alerts pink tab, and then look for a tab that's labeled sound alerts. It might be minimized.
Nuts. Well.
Thank you, Naked Comedy. If it's minimized, unminimize it, and then hit audio on that so that the audio is green.
All right.
And now there should be audio. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, folks, thank you for the sub, Naked Comedy. Let us know what you would like to change tonight's sponsor to, and we will insert some product placement. You can also use the sound alerts tonight to give us a call from the studio. There it is. Excellent. Glad we're using that alert to test it out. And you can give us a call with the sound alert from the studio. Oh my gosh, Sheldon, $5. Wow, I'm very excited to know what TV station you're requesting, and we will get to that soon. But I am being told, yes, I will tell them. If we hit our sub goal tonight of 15 subs, we'll head on down to EN Productions, the offices. We're going to do a pitch meeting where all of us as a group, Scott, thank you for the sub, all of us as a group will create a new show together. We'll create a title, we'll cast it, we'll come up with a cool tagline, we'll figure out what it's about, and all of us will do that collaboratively. So let's hit those 15 subs. I think we already have 2, so we only need 13 more. Did we figure out what that first...
Yeah, but I'm almost positive it won't fit.
All right, you can maybe make it smaller, or like...
Let's see. Let's give this a shot.
Let's try it. Let's see what it looks like. And Hardworking Diva, thank you for the 5 months. Let us know what you'd like to submit as your sponsor. But first...
Just gonna get rid of the tagline.
Yeah, that's fine. Just, as long as we, the key message there. Whoa! Patty Crocs!
It's happening too fast.
This is all way too much, way too early. We're blowing our load early. Save it. Bran Flake's patented butt plug formula. Yes, just like Grandma Bran Flake used to make. Bran Flake's patented butt plug formula is sure to keep your butt plugs nice and stuck in there. A lot of butt plugs, sometimes, you want to keep them in all day, but by the time lunch rolls around, they're sliding out of you. Well, not with Bran Flake's patented butt plug formula. This shit'll keep your shit tight, and that butt plug's not going anywhere until you want it to. Thank you for our sponsor, Bran Flake's patented butt plug formula, and I think we have a couple other sponsors. But why don't I break the first story?
Nah, we got the other one ready.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
This tagline is better than mine, says Naked Comedy. Well, glad to help. We got to sell that stuff. It is piling up in my garage right now, so we really need to move that stuff. So I'm here to sell it. But tonight's programming is also brought to you by Ashley Sheffer's BMW. Ashley Sheffer's BMW. Yes, if you want to buy a BMW, there's no better place to do it than at Ashley Sheffer's, where you're sure to find a BMW that will cause people to say, "What the fuck did that asshole? He didn't even signal. He just merged. What am I, chopped liver? He didn't even signal. What a piece of shit." But of course, you won't hear them because you will be listening to the loud revving of your brand new BMW. Ashley Sheffer's, I don't know. I'm getting mixed signals here from our audience, but in any event, doesn't matter. What's important is you buy a BMW from Ashley.
We got one more.
And we've got one more sponsor for tonight's programming. Of course, it's Fupa Fresh. Yes, Fupa Fresh, for when your Fupa is stankin'. We all know about the front upper pussy area, and we know that it can be stankin'. Well, not with Fupa
pelvic.
Fresh. Is it?
Yeah, because men can have it too.
Upper pelvic. Well, men can have pussies too.
I guess so, that's true, but it is for pelvic.
Okay. In any event, you want that shit feeling fresh. Not smelling, not stinking. Whoa! A lot is going on right now. Welcome, Raiders. You're just in time. We literally somehow haven't even started yet. Even though we are now nearly 10 minutes in, you're just in time. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you for the raid. Away, Stork, away. And Raiders, welcome in. If you're just joining us, my name is Walter Brandflake, and you've come at the perfect time because I'm about to break tonight's top stories submitted by you. Yes, you are viewers in the Discord. If you haven't already, join the Everything Now Show Discord. It's free. There should be a link to it in the chat somewhere. You can submit images. I will display these images, or one of our producers will display these images on the screen, and I will tell you the breaking news headline that goes with that image. Now, I haven't seen any of these images yet, but using my years, my decades of news broadcasting experience, I'll be able to see an image and then immediately tell you what the headline associated with it is. So let's go ahead and start it off, but join our Discord so that you can submit images as well. Now this story is tonight's top story. Yes, this one is breaking headlines across not only the nation but the world, and so we need to lead off strong. Let's have a look. Hampter offer you a cookie. Do you accept? Now, people were wondering when Hampter showed up whether or not Hampter was going to offer the cookie. Now, we all saw the cookie that Hampter had, but it was unclear for a while whether or not Hampter was going to offer the cookie. Well, now, our sources are saying it is confirmed Hampter is offering you a cookie. And the question now becomes, do you accept? Now, of course, this is a developing story as we're not sure whether or not you accept. And if you do, well, then the question becomes, do you give anything to Hampter in return? We're going to be keeping an eye on this story and watching it closely as it develops, but we wanted to let you all know, Hampter offer you a cookie. So you guys got to figure out, you're going to accept? Anyway, folks, that was tonight's top story, but we've got a lot more to break, and this next story is just one of those stories. Yes, this story is a heartwarming story. Now, in a world where the news can leave you feeling lost, confused, scared, upset, this story is a shining beacon of light, something that we can all hang our hats on and say, well, you know what? At least it's not all bad. Yep. They finally made a video game that is so cool, you don't even care that baby on fire. Yes, the new video game is out, Star Game. The Star Game is out and everybody is playing it. You can go into outer space and be flying in a spaceship. You can talk to alien guys and have sex with them. You can learn about a new language that is only spoken on a planet populated by the characters of Family Guy. All of this and more is possible in Star Game, and it's so fun and so cool that your baby actually is going to be on fire and you won't even care. What a very cool video game, and what a huge step forward. A heartwarming story, to be sure, because we were all waiting for a cool video game to come out. Like, these video games are boring. These video games are so boring I want to care for my child. Well, not anymore. Now we have a cool, fun video game, and you won't give a shit that your baby on fire. Thank you for the sub. Let us know if you have a sponsor for tonight's show. So that was a heartwarming story. We all feel good about that, but not all these stories are heartwarming. Unfortunately, this next story, well, this one is a bit of a bummer. You know, I don't like talking about it, but we got to talk about it. The giant baby's back on the loose. Yep. Scientists thought we had locked up the giant baby for good. We put him in big chains. We put him inside one of those, we put him at the end of one of those hallways with a bunch of lasers that do this. The baby was too big. He was so big that even though the lasers were touching him and they were shooting like little blow darts and stuff at him when he crossed through the lasers, it actually didn't even affect him because he was that fucking big. And of course, tonight's show is brought to you by Hampter Chalky Cookie for Worthy Friend Only Inc. Yes, a new company that has just formed within the last few minutes, Hampter Chalky Cookies for Worthy Friends Only Inc., is bringing you the best chalky cookies from Hampter. But you better make sure you're a worthy friend, because if you're not, you ain't getting one of those chalky cookies from Hampter. Anyway, folks, the giant baby, he blew through the long hallway filled with lasers and broke out of the chains, and now he's destroying the city. So, kind of a bummer, not great. If you live in the city, watch out. Maybe just like keep one eye up, looking for the big baby. It's going to be causing some traffic issues, I'm sure. We've got time for, I think, maybe 2 more stories, then we got to move on here. So this next story, comes to us from international news. Yes, not all news is about the United States, although sometimes it may feel that way. No, sometimes news is happening from across the pond. Sometimes news come from other countries, and we're just going to have to get used to that. So, to sort of dip our toes in international news, here's a story from across the pond. Yep, he shit himself. People all over the other part of the country are doing a shit on themselves. And honestly, some of you guys might think that's gross. And I just want to say, learn to grow up, okay? Cultures can be different. And that doesn't mean they're bad or worse. In other cultures, it's actually good and fine and actually honorable to do a shit on yourself. So why don't you check your privilege? Why don't you grow outside of your social bubble for a second? Maybe take a step outside your comfort zone and actually realize that in other countries, doing a shit on yourself is actually very honorable. And if you don't do it, that's actually rude. Yeah, just something to think about. All right, we've got one more story, and this story comes to us from the Animal Kingdom. Yes, the Animal Kingdom. Not all news is actually about people, and if you think that, maybe you should learn to explore your horizons a little bit more. This news story is actually about animals. Yes, animals, those furry little guys who do stupid things because they don't have opposable thumbs or big brain like we do. But actually, they're very cute and cuddly. Let's learn a little bit of a story about the Animal Kingdom. I've got a human in my throat. Yes, this frog is actually interesting because he has teeth in his throat. Or at least you would think that's what is in the picture. But actually, this frog does not have human teeth, this frog actually did a swallow of an entire human man, and those are just the only part of the human that you can see in the photo. Inside of this frog is an adult human man whose skin has been sort of flayed away by the digestive system of the frog, and all that is remaining are his teeth. And that is actually why you can see the teeth inside the frog. Those aren't actually his teeth. Those are the teeth of the guy who he ate. And that is why it is saying, I've got a human in my throat, because literally he does. Folks, those are tonight's top stories, but I might be back depending on how long all this shit takes. So without further ado, well, actually, did we ever figure out what that $5 show is going to be?
I certainly haven't seen anything.
Okay.
Also, I'm probably not as looking at it as closely as I should be. If you gave the $5 and you want a thing, let us know.
Go to the activity feed in Stream Elements. It should show you who donated, and it might also say what they wanted.
What the fuck? It says 3 Stoogies.
Great, let's do that.
Okay, I'm gonna let you do that.
Okay, all right. But before you go away, what you have to do is go to the custom show tab, and then there's a bumper in there with a editable text.
Yeah, I got it right here.
And it's like a new episode of, in this case, 3 Stoogies, I guess.
Yeah. Is it Stogies? I don't know.
I like Stoogies.
Hey, last time you left us, is this working? Are we good?
Music is from Lived Experience.
Okay. Last time you left us on the Halloween episode of 3 Stogies.
I'll find something else.
Okay. There was spooky stuff, but Halloween's over, so we're no longer doing that. What's happening now is 3 contrasting personality cigarettes are trying to open a bar together. Now, one of them's very mean, one of them's very clumsy, and the other guy doesn't really have a lot to speak to. He's kind of also there. Now, they're trying to open this bar together, but the problem is, every time they're sitting at the bar, someone goes up and will try to smoke one of them because they think they can smoke the cigarettes that are displayed out in the bar. How are they going to get out of this one? Well, the mean cigarette slaps around the stupid cigarette, and then the third cigarette also kind of is there. He doesn't really have a lot going for him. I'm the narrator of this show.
Why are you milk?
It's a cross promotion. Don't worry about it. I'm the narrator of this show. So I'm just kind of recapping what's going on. Spooky episode's over. Don't worry about that. We're not being spooky anymore. Now we're doing just a regular old episode. Next week will be Thanksgiving, but we're not there yet. So it's just a regular old episode of the Three Stogies. Now, when you last left us, as I said, they've opened the bar, but people keep trying to smoke them. The normal-ish, not a lot of personality cigarette has been smoked. And now, Mean Cigarette and Stupid Cigarette are mourning him. But don't worry, because Matt Besser's uncle is about to come replace that cigarette as one of the cigarettes. And that's actually canonically true. You can look that up.
All right.
So let's go. I mean, I can try talking to Connie, but I think when he gets in these moods, he's not gonna come. I think he just needs to go through this for the next few days, and then I think he'll be better. But I'll call him. But whenever I call him, I think it makes him start to trauma dump in my experience, and I just don't really want to do. Hey, hello, hi. Good evening and welcome back to Sports News with it's just me tonight. It's your old friend Camden Watershed, former Olympic diver who had a diving accident where he fell in the pool and it didn't have any water and now he thinks he's always underwater. Thank you so much for joining me. We have a lot of sports to get into tonight. And I think it's time for us to do just that. If this is your first time watching, basically, I'm going to be going through the exciting sports that have happened in the last day, and we're going to recap it. So, without any further ado, let's look at the top sports story of the last 24 hours. Everyone's talking about this one. It's going viral on all the apps, so let's take a look.
我有几个球真的打得不错。
这个球飞到了是在左外野方向 This ball is long gone, just like the ex-girlfriend who will never return. Home run! 这个球就像是变了心的女朋友回不来。
Return.
Okay. That's right, a guy hit a home run. A rare phenomena. We've never seen this happen before, but the guy hit the baseball so far that it actually went out of the park, if you can believe that. We've never seen that happen before. The guy hit the baseball, and you're thinking it's going to land somewhere inside the arena, but no, it goes to the outer part. They didn't know what to do, so they decided he just gets the point. They were like, you can't go get the ball, so I guess we'll just have to let him go around the bases. The rare new term is being called a big hit. They've decided that's going to be the new thing. It's called getting a big hit. And that guy was the first to do it. Breaking history in Japan. And what the announcer said is irrelevant. Okay. That's the big story. Everyone's losing their minds. They've never seen that. I feel like that's now too loud. Does that feel like it's too loud now?
I can split the difference.
I'd split the difference because now it feels like there's like a second. There's like maybe it's echoey. I don't actually know. I'm not really. So that was the big hit. That was the big news story of the day. But we also have some other stories that have been kind of lost in the fray. So.
And we got some new sponsorships.
Oh, and also this is brought to you by Ponzi Investments. Oh, I did not know we were supposed to be adding the person who did it.
I don't think.
Okay, cool.
That was my bad.
This is brought to you by Ponzi Investments. Ponzi Investments It's a pyramid type investment strategy wherein you give some people some money, but then you go get more money. And then that money covers your money. And you give a little bit more money, and then you keep going over and giving more people investments. And it's really good because once you've given your money, now you just have to go out and get more money. Very simple strategy. And all you have to do to tell the next guy is, hey, you just got to go get some more money now. But whenever you do, you give me a little bit. And it goes on, and it goes on, and it goes on. Ponzi investments, and also Fortnite. Fortnite. You know the Simpsons famous character Bort. Well, good news. He is now his own skin in Fortnite. You can get a Bort skin in Fortnite. I know very little about Fortnite, so that's where I'm gonna get off, because I don't know what else to talk about. You shoot people in Fortnite?
Yeah.
Wow. And you're dressed like Bort. All right, let's get to our next story. This one kind of got lost in the fray because a big hit. But let's go ahead and see this next story. Oh, this is awesome. They're playing little kids. Yes, it seemed like another typical day for the Minnesota Vikings as they went into their locker room to get ready for the game. They noticed, however, an eerie smoke coming out of the Gatorade thing that they all drink out of, and a witch standing by it, saying, "I've got just the thing for tonight's game." Initially hesitant, they all drank the smoking liquid. They thought it was delicious, so they drank more. Suddenly, they were all turned into animals. Big, scary guys. And the Minnesota Vikings took the field as a bunch of cursed, scary animal type guys. And they beat the crap out of that 13-year-old team. It was a team of 13-year-olds, and the Minnesota Vikings decided, we can take these guys, let's do it for Minnesota. But unfortunately, they drank the witch's potion. How they will become the Minnesota Vikings of old is not entirely sure. But right now, the sponsorship deals are rolling in for scary sport version, scary animal, you get it. You understand. Yada, yada, yada. They're weird guys. It's like Space Jam. Oh. Sorry, I'm getting a call coming in from the studio. They want to talk to me. This is Camden Watershed. I think I'm underwater.
Hey, Camden. What was all that about the witch stuff? The
a
magic
witch
stuff?
cursed the Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah, what is that?
What is a witch?
I guess just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Did you not hear about the witch that put the smoking potion in the Minnesota Vikings locker room right before their game against the 13-year-old boys?
I saw a tweet about that from like a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, and that's what happened.
I don't know. I think that was just like a viral meme that was going around. I don't think that's real.
I don't know what a meme is, boss. I only know that when I read something, it's true.
Okay, well, you know, you're supposed to be a journalist. You know, you're supposed to check your sources.
I don't think I'm supposed to be a journalist. I think I'm supposed to be a former athlete who makes people who watch sports news excited because they're like, I remember when that guy fell on his head.
Okay, all right.
That's
listen,
Connie's job. Connie's not here.
You know, you're right. We're paying you tens of millions of dollars to just be entertaining, and you know, all I'm saying is just, you know, maybe a little bit of journalistic integrity. Maybe double check something when it has a reference to magic.
I don't know anything about journalistic integrity. I know one thing: jump off a high place and land with as little of a splash as possible. Okay? That's what I know.
All right. You know, you're still alive, so we're gonna let you go. But
all right. I love you.
What?
Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. That was just that was my wife. Where are we in the news? What else is going on?
Got another clip.
Let's take a look at the next big news event of the last 24 hours.
Doing it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Doing it. Okay, he's gonna commit. Okay.
Yes.
If he,
Yes,
if he falls
King.
out of that hole, he's gonna have a.
Yes, King.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is incredible.
Let's fucking go. Yo! The raccoon got the croissant! Yes, competitive raccoon is the great new sport, sweeping a small country that we cannot name for legal reasons. Everyone loves letting loose competitive raccoon. What you do is, you get a raccoon and you put it in the air ducts of a building. Air ducts of a building.
Air dunk, that almost sounds like sports.
Yeah, what if raccoon played soccer or something? You put no. You put it in the air ducts of a building, and is he gonna be able to get his special prize? There's judges everywhere. There's cameras all over the place, and everyone waits eagerly. Sometimes this sport takes several days because the raccoon's getting stuck in the air ducts, and eventually he does either find his big croissant waiting for him, or if it's like a hospital, it's like medical supplies, or if he loses, he's wandered out of the building without anything, and he's gone back into nature. It's been very exciting. The biggest new hot athlete is Louis the Raccoon. You can find him on Instagram. He's very cute. And he's also really good at this sport. So we're all eagerly awaiting to see if Louis, who is currently inside Los Angeles City Hall, is going to be able to find Paul Krikorian, city councilor. That's his goal. Or if he's just going to wander out of the building. We are counting on Louis the Raccoon finding Paul Krikorian. All right. I think we got time for 2 more sports stories here. This next one, well, sports can be fun. And we wanted to show a silly little moment that happened in the sporting world last night. And we want to say ducked again? Air dunked? Air duct? The dunks? The ducks? This is a silly sports moment from the last 24 hours. Let's take a look.
We talked about on the broadcast how you hate candy corn. What's your favorite Halloween
candy
candy?
Corn. I mean, I completely hate candy corn. When I was a kid, well, gummy bears, let's see. Gummy bears for sure.
Sour or regular?
The Haribo. It's got to be the Haribo ones. And then the other thing I like is when they used to have the sprees in a box. Outstanding. You have to go to the dollar store to find it, but I do. And then the latest, you know, there's still candy innovation, although a while back I found that Europe had better candy than we did overall because they have gummy everything. And then, you know, they have those Nerds clusters, which is new.
The gummy.
Yeah, which is good. The Nerds clusters is good. And then if you go chocolate, probably Almond Joy.
Love it. Hopefully you'll get some of that next week.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Can you believe it? A guy who is involved in sports talking about a different thing. What an insane moment in sports history. He is involved in sports, that's his deal, but then he also talk about food? What? A guy whose whole thing is sport talk about food also? What the freaking hell? Can you believe a guy who is involved in one thing also talk about other thing? Oh my god, can you freaking believe that? He's talking about food, but he's a football guy. Can you believe a guy would ever do that? Also, he followed that up with a very long racist rant and was immediately fired from his job. So, while it is a funny moment, I also have to report that he was fired from his job for going on a very long racist rant on TV. All right, we have one more sports story, and it's time to get a little serious. Let's get into it. You know we've been skirting around the issue all day, but it's time to talk about this story.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Yes, they made Ilya Bryzgalov cry. Anaheim Ducks goalie Ilya Bryzgalov, a sweet, cute little Russian man who is just trying his best out there. They all get mad at Ilya Bryzgalov and make him cry. Why do you have to be mad? I don't want to take sides on the whole Russia-Ukraine conflict, but I think Ilya brings up a great point when he does say, why do you have to be mad? It's just a little game. We're all trying our best out here. We're all trying our best to just do a little good job at the game. And if we don't do such a good job at the game all the time, that's fine. There's another game. We're all just trying our best. And that's, I think, the important message that Ilya Bryzgalov gives us all. And now, I'd like to talk a little bit more about the Russia-Ukraine conflict as my teleprompter ends. Oh. This is Camden Watershed.
Hey, don't do that. Do not do that.
I fell
do
in
not
the
talk
pool
about
and
Russia,
I think I'm
Ukraine.
underwater all the time. What's up?
We cannot talk about Russia, Ukraine.
Okay.
Just don't even.
I
don't
can't
even
have any
touch
side
that.
on it?
Don't touch that at all.
Okay.
Okay.
What about Armenia, Azerbaijan?
Yeah, even more. Don't talk about that.
Tigray, Ethiopia?
We're Ethiopia on that one.
Oof.
You could talk
That's a
about
bad
that.
look. That's
Hey,
a bad
listen,
look.
We're a multimedia conglomerate. Where do you think things shake out
All right.
for us?
Colombia and the Colombian rebels?
Yeah, we don't talk about it, but secretly we're into Colombia.
All
Really,
right,
anything
China,
involving
Taiwan?
rebels, we're on the opposite side.
All right. China, Taiwan?
Yeah, China, unfortunately.
That's a bummer.
I know.
All
Listen,
right.
whatever the bad take is, you can almost rest assured that we're on that side.
Okay.
Okay.
Kosovo?
No comment. I
Okay.
gotta go.
Well, I guess that leaves me with only Israel-Palestine. Let's get into it. And congratulations to the New York Yankees on getting through to the playoffs. I have a feeling they're going to do a lot of damage this year. Speaking of damage, I'd like to talk about tonight's main topic, architecture. One of my least favorite buildings, and really there's two of them, is the World Trade Center Twin Towers. Now, I think this is going to be completely fine to say for years and years, but I hate those towers. Boy, do I hate those towers. I mean, they are atrocious, and someone should do something about it. What that is, I don't really know exactly, but I think it's fine for me to say this, that someone should do something to those towers, because they are an eyesore to the city of New York. You know, Mayor Giuliani is right about one thing, and that is that Adam Sandler is very funny. But everything else he does, to me, is completely wrong. And I think no one's ever going to want to celebrate him as a good man. So I'm not worried about saying that at all. That building is disgusting. All right? Now I want to pull up some research I have here. Let me see. Oh, the paint's already chipping off this chair.
Couch.
Paint's already chipping off this couch.
Got a nice comfy couch. That's totally in focus.
Mm-hmm. Now, we all remember when Bush was made president this year. Jury's still out on how that's gonna go. But I have a feeling not great. However, as we all know, just today, Donald Rumsfeld gave a speech regarding the $2.3 trillion in Pentagon spending that cannot be accounted for, identifying the bureaucratic processes of the Pentagon as the biggest threat to America. And I agree with him that today, that is the biggest threat to America, bureaucracy. We haven't had anything else come up that would be worse than that. So here, on September 10th, 2001, I agree with Donald Rumsfeld when he says that the biggest threat to America is bureaucracy. Hi, I'm Gary Jackson, and I care deeply about this country and the troops, and I also just want to say never forget 9/11. It was a terrible tragedy. Gotta play both sides of it. So, with that all said, I have a new product I'd like to advertise for you today. I think this is going to change your life for the better, and you should get on it right away.
There it is.
Yep. Sausage shorts. Raw sausage shorts. And if you'll notice, the one that's right where your penis goes looks the most like a penis compared to all the others. It's even got some weird thing going on at what is clearly the head. Well, you see where I mean to be pointing? You know what I'm talking about. That one part that's clearly like the head of the penis?
Yeah.
Imagine you're wearing cool shorts like that. What are girls gonna be thinking? One, I guess this must be a child because he's wearing shorts. But two, they're gonna be thinking, wow, the way those sausages look, it's kind of like he has big penis. So that could be you. And I think it's gonna change your life for the better. So hurry today, go and get yourself a pair of penis shorts, and then maybe put some leg parts on them so that you can actually get girls and be a grown-up.
And we got a sponsor.
Bob and Barn Barlin's Bargain Limb Bin. So if you ever need just an arm, or maybe a foot, maybe you just need a shoulder blade, go to Bob and Barlin's Bargain Limb Bin. Go right now and check. I did so good the first time. Ugh. What, something go wrong?
Yeah.
Alright. So, sausage is phallic, and penis is phallic as well. In fact, phallic means look like a penis. So, you actually definitely want to get this thing as soon as you can.
Hey guys, it's me, Ralph Johnson. Now, you probably know me from my TV appearances, my philanthropic endeavors, or from being Maxim Magazine's #1 hot guy in 2020. Well, the pandemic was an interesting year for all of us, but I'm back, and I'm stronger and I'm smarter than ever, and that's why I only endorse the best products that are out there right now. And when I say the best products, you know I'm talking about, whoa, what's going on? Holy shit, thank you everybody. But you're gonna wanna save that money because what you're really gonna wanna spend it on is right over here. Yeah, it's a little movie I like to call, the Peanut Butt? Is that what it's called? The peanut butt? The peanut butter solution?
The peanut butter something. It's too small to read.
we're gonna call it the peanut butter solution. Listen, folks, the title is not important. What's important is that this thing right here is a hair-raising comedy for the whole family. Now, you got this broad. She's got this crazy hair, right? And you're thinking, what's the deal with this crazy hair? There must be something going on there. And you'd be right. There's a little guy in there. Now, I don't want to spoil the movie because you're going to want to watch it. There's a lot of life lessons that you can be taking from this. But let me just say this. You got the crazy chick. She's got the weird hair with the tiny guy in it. And what you might not even have noticed because that was so insane. Hello? There's this guy. He's over here. And I don't want to spoil it because I'll just tell you right now. This guy, I don't want to spoil it. I'm not going to tell you. Oh, and the dog. There's a dog up there too. And that's part of why it's hair raising. So folks, you're going to want to go down to your nearest Blockbuster or whatever. You're going to want to pick up a copy of the Peanut Butter Solution because once you get this movie, you're not going to need any other movies, okay? Forget Avengers, forget the Fast and Furious, forget all of them. Air Bud, forget about it. What you're going to want is the Peanut Butter Solution.
Hey, it's me, your dad's boyfriend, Neville. He recently came out, and I'm his new boyfriend. I've been sleeping with him for 5 years. And not only am I your dad's new boyfriend, but I'm also here to plug an exciting new product. Boy, when you see this thing, you're gonna want to buy this thing so fast. You're gonna want to buy this thing once you see it. And boy, man, you cannot wait for you. I can tell you already, you cannot. When this thing shows up, you're gonna want to buy this, yeah. For a mere 3 easy payments of $49.99 will make you sad. Do you feel like you should have deeper feelings about your dad coming out and revealing he's been cheating on your mom for 5 years with me, Neville? But you're somehow like, I guess if he's happy, it's kind of fine. The infidelity part's a problem, but clearly he had some underlying thing, and now it's probably gonna be better off for it. But so you're almost just like, I should be more sad about this? Well, our new thing can do just that. Have you ever seen the movie Clockwork Orange? We're gonna do that to you. We're gonna hold you down, force your eyes open, and show you a bunch of horrible stuff so that you have a lifelong crippling depression that can be quelled for moments, but never fully gotten rid of. So that's right, for 3 easy payments of $49.99, if you want to have a stronger reaction to the news that your dad came out and has a new boyfriend, me, then we're going to Clockwork Orange you until you're forever depressed, long term, really fucked up and sad about it. I'm going to be at dinner for probably a long time. And your mom's also going to be there. She's trying to get used to this as well. And I think in the long term, we're all going to be friends. I want to picture a vacation. I want you to picture a vacation with you, me, your dad, and your mom. And we've all come to terms with this, and we're all happy and doing great. Try to picture that, because it's a goal of mine that the 4 of us do go on a vacation together.
Hi, I'm Clark Minkin, and I love products. Now, products are great not just because you can buy them, you can also use them and give them to people. Now, a product that you use for yourself, that's nice. But a product that you can give to somebody as a gift, that is the true spice of life. Yes, I love to have a product and have it in my own home, and I'll use it every day. But when I can take a product and bring it over to somebody and say, I picked this out for you. I went to the store and I picked this out for you. The smile that comes over their eyes when they say, wow, that is a nice product. That guy Clark, he must be a real good friend because he got me one of these very nice things. Yep. And when you show up at their door with rock that is electric, well, let me just say, you're gonna have a new friend. Yes, bring this over to your boss, bring it to your coworker, bring it to your mistress, bring it to your cousin. Doesn't matter who you're bringing it to. When you bring rock that has electric in it, you're gonna be the life of the party. You're gonna want to take that rock and set it on the counter and then watch as the magic happens, because that rock actually have little bit of lightning bolts in it. And when you plug the plug of the rock into your toaster, into your iPhone, into your tablet, into your flat screen TV. All of a sudden, watch out! Because now you got electricity all just coming from the little rock. And you might be thinking, the rock? The rock have electricity in it? How does that work? Well, shut the fuck up, you stupid idiot! It's magic! Or at least that's what it's gonna feel like when you use the rock with a little bit of electricity in it.
Hi, I'm the boy king. Dad died. Dad died. I'm the king now. Dad died, and they said I'm in charge of all the guys. And now I'm in charge of all the guys. They put me in charge, and I get to decide what happens. And now I have this new thing. It's ant bacteria soap. I decided this looked cool, and so I was gonna make all the soldiers drink this. But you can have it at your home as well. Drink what the stars are drinking, and in this case, that's our feudal soldiers. You can have just like how the soldiers are drinking. You can have this in your home, and it will be like, you know how like we all die at like 32 from diarrhea in this era of humanity? You can do that even better because this thing's really bad for you and it's full of things that make you die from diarrhea. And with our new product, with the soldiers have to be drinking, you can also have it. And so and that'll be for you, and you can just have it. You don't have to give me anything because I want to be a nice guy. And everyone since my dad died, everyone said he was a really mean guy, and for me it's like I don't want to be a mean guy actually, so I don't actually want to do that. And is there any way we could roll this into that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. And that's just now to get back to my TV show. We'll be going.
I need like 30 seconds.
Okay, so this is a really crazy thing we're doing, where this is a commercial for me, a guy, but now you've seen the commercial, and now you're gonna see the TV show. Think about how that works. I don't exactly understand it yet either. But imagine you watched a commercial for like the Charmin Bear, and then they were like, okay, now here's the Charmin Bear TV show. It's kind of like Geico Cavemen when they tried to make Geico Cavemen, that thing with Nick Kroll. You get it right away. First you watch the Geico Caveman commercial, and then they're like, and now back to the Geico Caveman TV show. That's what's gonna be happening here right now. My mom's still alive, but they said a lady's not allowed to be in charge, otherwise everyone's gonna get mad. So now, instead, an 8-year-old boy is in charge. And I hope you all like that. And also, feel free to drink this. It's gonna make you die of pooping. I can say that now. I can say pooping now. No one's mad at me. Because I'm actually... To be sure, hey, my dad just died, and he was all sad because his dad had just died, so it was super fucked up. You could only imagine how fucked up it was. But now I don't have any of that angst because I'm too young, and maybe when I get older I'll have all that angst. But right now I'm just like, all right, I guess I'm gonna be in charge and it's gonna be fine. And there's this guy. I'm supposed to say Yorick, and then so once I've said that, it's like that's my thing. And also like,
oh, it's Hamlet Act 2 Scene 2, not Hamlet 2.
No, too late. And so also like another part is like, all right, fine, I'll do it. But I have to keep being this guy. I've got to honor the reality I've set up as 8-year-old Hamlet. So let me get out my phone and honor that reality. Oh, I'm not even in this part. This is a Rosencrantz and Guildenstern part. I'm not even in this part. Wait, let me keep going. No, I'm not even in this part. Oh, wait. This is so dialogue heavy. There's no monologue or anything here. Is this all Act 2, Scene 2? They're in Denmark?
Yeah, he's the Prince of Denmark or whatever.
Who cares about this guy then? Prince of Denmark? Who gives a shit? President of Albania might as well be.
Yeah.
Why did you laugh then when I said, man delights not me? Alright, let's get out of here.
Hey y'all, it's me. Oh shoot, I didn't even tuck in my shirt. Oh god, I'm not. Give me a second. Oh shit. Hold on.
Please don't swear.
Sorry. I'm tucking in my jacket into my shirt. Fuck. Try this again. Hey y'all, I'm so sorry about that. I didn't realize I was live. Hey folks, it's me. It's Terry Tornado. I'm here to break the weather for y'all now. Typically I do weather just for the United States of A over here, but today I figured I'd break weather across the globe because we got people watching this program all over the dang place, alright? Africa, Australia down under, Lower America, all of these places that have different kinds of cheeses, and of course Russia and China. So in a moment here, I'm going to need you to help me figure out where these weather systems are happening by clicking on your screen. Alright? I also want to remind everybody that we're only a few subs away from hitting our goal, right? I can't see it, but we got to be dang close.
Yeah, well, we already hit it actually.
Oh shit, we hit it?
Yeah.
Didn't even notice that. Alright, well then I guess after this, we'll go do the thing. We'll pitch a show. But first, it's time to break the weather. So let's pull up the click maps if we haven't yet.
I think I did.
Okay. Well then, I guess we'll see if it's working. Click on the screen. And
it says there's clicking on it.
Oh wow, there it is. Wow. Wow, what a storm.
This didn't work.
Wow, okay. Whoa! This is different. This is not how it usually goes. Now, this is a catastrophic, historic weather event. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry because this is groundbreaking history right now. We've got a storm that's covering the entire Western Hemisphere right now, it seems like. It's actually going from the United States down into Brazil, down into Venezuela, down into Colombia, down into the little itty bitty countries that do the connecting right here. And it's actually sweeping across. Wow. Welcome, Harry Horror Show, and all of your viewers. If you're just tuning in, we are breaking the weather right now. Let's close out that click map and let's try again, maybe. Folks, I'm breaking the weather. My name, of course, is Terry Tornado, and I am breaking today's weather from across the globe. Yes, down under, where the bloomin' onions grow, here in Australia. This is, I think, the Philippines. India's for sure this one that's kind of pointy. And once again, a humongous storm is starting to grow here. This is broken. Now, what we know for a fact is that this storm is actually emanating from a war machine located in Cuba that the Ruskies have implanted there to try to spread communism to the entire western part of the world. Now, what you might think is that this 100% represents some type of precipitation or snow or something like that. Wrong. This represents communist ideals, which are spreading all the way from the tip top here in Canada. Oh shit, sorry.
Don't curse after the censor.
It's a Pavlovian response. It's a Pavlovian response. Now, I really thought we had fixed the You know what? Let's try to go to the map of Europe. Can we zoom in on Europe, please?
Yeah, one sec.
We're gonna zoom in here and see if we can get this map to work. We'll close out the click maps. It seems like we have a problem here with there we go. Now we're zooming in on Europe. Now, Europe is one of my favorite places for no reason in particular. I like people from all over the country, but I especially like you. Okay, and there it is again. We gotta alter this somehow. Something is wrong. 100% British is what I'm seeing right now. Now, this blob right here actually represents chance of monarchy returning. Okay, so this is 100% chance that the king will rise again, Parliament will be taken down, and the British rule will once again start to seep into the lower part of Western Europe here. So forget about Brexit. Start thinking about Breg come into your old shit. How about Breg invade all of fucking France and down here, that's Spain, I think. Now these, excuse me, pardon my French, but we are talking about France right now. Now these actually don't exist. These two islands are not real. This is actually a made up island, kind of like Terabithia or something like that. These two islands are actually not, these are fictional. These were imagined by a 7-year-old little girl. Now up here, this is Scandinavia, and as you'll see, Scandinavia is penis shaped. The penis shape of Scandinavia, to me, seems to be defending it from the reign of terror coming from that 100% chance in Britain. Now, let's try this one more time. Let's see if we can get a blob that is, okay. Oh! And just like that, it disappeared. It was almost like it knew. Whoa! Now we have scattered showers coming in. Whoa, they're coming in hot. They're coming in fast. We got 49% up here. Now this is starting up here in Ireland. It's going to disappear. Right when you think that you're ready for the weather, there it goes, 100% right here in Ireland. But it's going to split into two systems. We got a system right down here in Hola, bienvenidos a España. Yes, España and also Portugal are going to be sharing a weather system that's going to be shifting off into the Atlantic Ocean. But let's not forget about this system right here. Now we're cooking. We got Denmark, I think, is probably
Belgium and Netherlands.
Where's Denmark? Over here? Over here?
It's where your head currently is.
That's kind of what I was saying. This is right here.
No, that's Germany.
This is Germany. What's this?
That's Netherlands.
What's this?
Belgium.
What's this?
That's Denmark.
That's Denmark right there. Now these are all kind of the same. You can kind of mush them together. What's important is that we got a 7% chance of something happening down here in these fictional islands that do not actually exist. And although it's not technically part of Europe, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the 5% chance of storm here in Morocco. Morocco is part of Africa, which I know because that is right down here.
No, that's Libya.
No. This is Morocco right here.
Morocco is all the way on the other side of Africa.
This right here, that's Morocco.
That's Libya.
Nah. And then over here, Morocco is more west, is what I'm being told.
Yeah.
What? That's what I'm saying. It's like here, right?
No, that's Libya.
Where are the Moors?
That's a racist thing. You're not supposed to say that.
The Moors came across, I think, into Spain.
Yeah.
You got Algeria, Spanish Moors.
Algeria. So it goes Morocco, then Algeria, then Libya.
And what
all of Algeria is separating that area from Morocco.
Hey, Algeria, Yorgeria. Now we got this over here. Excuse me.
You should have gotten that. You
Excuse me. Pardon me. Now this Russia, right?
Yes.
Nothing happening over here. Now, that's not actually because there's no weather. That's actually because the Russian government does not allow their weather data to be distributed internationally. And so we don't know what the fuck is going on over here. It could be raining literal cats and dogs. We would have no fucking clue. You can see just a little tiny bit of a circle up here. That's actually Alaska. That's actually a bubble that's wrapped around from Alaska. Excuse me, pardon me. And all of these countries, this is just a mess. I'm not even gonna try here. And all right, you know what? Fuck you, okay? I'm trying. Look, can we do America? We should probably move on. We gotta do We gotta do the thub game.
Hey everybody, and let me just get this out of the way. I'm sorry I offended some of you by saying a bunch of really not okay stuff. I didn't realize that we lived in a day and age where I couldn't call people that types of stuff. I am sorry. I apologize. I have been told I have to apologize, and now I can pretend this never happened and I don't have to do anything else. I am a studio executive, and we've got to get a hot new TV show out into the market. So, if you will stop fucking around, you and I can get this done. Last time we came up with Sugma. Sugma? Sugma. It was a combination of pole vaulting and oral sex. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
The cast was Candace, Obama, Meatball Ron, and Peppa Pig.
Can you believe we got Meatball Ron?
We got Meatball Ron and Obama. The tagline was pigs, punishment, and polygamy. It was immediately canceled. The Catholic Church got very upset at us, and we had to issue an apology to them, and I had to go wash the Pope's feet. Usually he's the guy washing the feet. They were so mad at me that I had to go wash the Pope's feet. So let's hope that does not happen again. Let's try to get a show where I don't wash the Pope's feet this time. And maybe you all stop fucking around, okay? Now, as I will not hit you this time. I will not throw anything at you this time.
We're doing the church.
Good. I agree. And in the confines of this room, fuck that place. All right. What's the title of our show gonna be? And if I don't get a good one, I'm gonna throw something near you. Not at you, but near you. I'm not gonna physically hurt you, but I'm gonna make you think you could be physically hurt by me, so that you are afraid of me. But I will have plausible deniability to go, I didn't actually hit you. So you are actually being weird. Girls Gotta Hurl, Brother Act, Pope Toe Licker, The Fucked Place, Ranch Sluts, Romanian and Italian's World, Obama, Obama's Wacky Adventure, Mothman Live, Ernest Goes to His Mind Palace, Sophie's Choice. We're taking Sophie's Choice.
Isn't that already a thing?
Nope, not the one we're doing. We're spelling it different.
Plural? This is multiple Sophie's?
No, the other Sophie's Choice was Sophies. This one's different.
Is it apostrophe?
Check the chat.
So no apostrophe. So it's multiple Sophie's Choice.
This was in my pocket. I don't actually need this. Yeah, multiple Sophie's Choice. Multiple Sophies, but one choice. And that's going to be what's different this time. They all have to make the same choice. What is the premise of our show? Let's get into it. What's this premise? We've established there's multiple Sophies. All right, let's see. Mother must choose which of her two children lives, dies. Nah. Girl must ask to piss or to come. Oh my God. A rare oh my God from an Abby Sally comment. That's rare for me. They have to choose communism or capitalism. A lot of these I can't read. It's Highlander, but with the Sophies. A girl named Sophie has to fight 12 clones of herself. There it is.
That's awesome.
A girl named Sophie. In a lab, they have made 12 Sophies just to see if they could do it. But the Sophies got really mad. And now you gotta fight 12 Sophies to the death. Exactly. It's like a Kill Bill situation, but instead of... I've never seen that movie. But it's like, imagine Uma Thurman with the sword, but she's fighting 12 Uma Thurmans. That's kind of what we're talking about here. Who's in it? Who's in Sophie's Choice? Let's get into it. Sophie Ray Lichterman. Is that a real person? Is that a real person? Can we look? Who is that?
I'll look it up.
All right. Melissa McCarthy. Oh, I guess it. Who is our Sophie? Who's the one who has to fight 12? Because they have to do a lot of roles. They have to do a lot.
Sophie Ray Lichterman is head of creative at Cool Zone Media.
All right, it's gonna be Mia Farrow. Mia Farrow's big comeback movie. She's fighting 12 of herself. No one say anything else.
Wait, who was it? Sorry.
Mia Farrow. No one say anything else. Everyone be cool. Okay.
Who else?
Who else? Who's the scientist who created the 12 Sophies? Oh, Elizabeth Holmes from Theranos? Yeah, we'll bring Elizabeth Holmes from Theranos back. Give her a second run. And then who's her assistant? Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. We'll have an animated character right in the middle. It'll be Miss Frizzle. Who's Mia Farrow's sidekick, best friend, confidant? David Lynch. Yeah, I wish Grant was here for this. If Grant was here for this, he would be like, oh yeah, someone's going, hello Mia, you can do it, or whatever, how he does it. And what else? We need one more guy. Who is, we need one more guy. Who's the mailman that's always commenting on things like a Greek chorus? You know what I mean? There's like a Greek chorus, but it's a mailman who drops stuff off and he goes, another Sophie. How's she gonna get out of this one? AI Tupac, we got it. It's AI Tupac. AI Tupac. He's coming to do the...
That's bass boosted Among Us. Bass boosted sus.
Okay. Don't do that anymore. I'm gonna throw a stapler at you, Rocky. Okay.
Tagline.
The tagline. What's the tagline gonna be? I really like Newman. I really want to take Newman. Rocky? This time the choice is life or death. Clone and get it. Wow, yeah, clone and get it. Clone and get it. Everyone will immediately understand that.
It's like come and get it.
Yeah, exactly. But clone. So it's like there's gonna be a fight, come and get it, but it's clones. This sells the entire thing perfectly. We are going to put 100.
You want to clone and get it.
Yes, exactly. We're gonna spend $100 million getting whoever wrote that to do a remix as the theme to our thing.
If you want to clone and get it, no.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna spend $100 million on that, and then because of that, we're gonna have to go non-union on the crew. So it's gonna have to be a non-union shoot, just because we're a little tight around the edges with the finances. If you want to clone my lover, yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Selena Ellen Bogan. Was that a Selena Gomez song? Because she's a tough get. I mean, she's barred out on that Steve Martin show all the time now, so maybe we could just kind of be like, hey. And she's kind of wandering in a Xanax daze, and we're just like, come on.
This way, get in this way.
Yeah. So we'll pull up to the set of Only Murders in the Building. We'll wait till it's like before lunch, so we just
tell her it's a scene.
Yeah, we just go, Martin's in the bathroom, but he's gonna come out and he wants you to be midway through re-recording your song as Clone and Get It.
It's for the show.
It's for the show. Martin loves you. It's so good. I saw Martin short at the Birds in Hollywood last week. Anyway, that's awesome. That's everything. We got all the stuff we need.
Let's do the next thing.
That's it. And hello and welcome to Chris Loves Selena Gomez. Apparently, easy would, 100% would. Even so thankful for It Takes Two for letting me guest host today as the sole host. I'm Will Jameson. I'm from Purple Letter Company. And my whole thing is that I watch movies and say they're good if there's no continuity errors, and say they're bad if a guy is like holding a cigarette differently than he was in a previous scene. If I see that, I give it 1 star. Anyway, with that all being said, we have some fun movies to get into today. We have so many fun things we're going to be talking about. I love movies. I love movies so much that the only thing I care about in them is if there's like a very clear logic in the plot, regardless of what the artistic intentions is. I just have to be like, they said they were going to go to this place, and then like they were there like too fast. That's what movies is all about for me. So, with that all being said, let's get into our first clip.
Like the spice. You know, some people say that like most video game characters, I'm not real and that I don't exist. Can you believe this? It's a bit of a shock to say the least. I mean, if I don't exist, then what am I? Am I just some imaginary creature? I mean, do you think I exist?
Rocky, stop it. Anyway, what I loved about that is that they didn't spend a single minute of that talking at all about anything other than the semantics of this guy's existence. That's what it's all about for me. Yeah, the newest film by Rob Zombie is sure to have everyone hooting and hollering once they hear long semantic arguments about the existence of that little fish guy. He goes nowhere through the whole movie. He doesn't do anything. He spends the entire 1 hour and 48 minute runtime just talking about logistically, how does he exist? What does that look like? And boy, oh boy, I was hard as a rock through the whole thing. I could not believe it was like someone made a movie just for me. I was drooling like Homer Simpson with a donut when I heard them just talking about, shouldn't I exist if I'm here? Doesn't that mean I would be here? It was like my dinner with Andre, but really nothing happened, even less than my dinner with Andre, which I found annoying because I was like, when is the dessert coming out? The whole time I was watching my dinner with Andre, I went, long time for him to be sitting there with no dessert coming out. So actually 2 out of 5 stars, but I give this one a full 5 out of 5. But not all movies are gonna be winners. Sometimes a movie lets you down. And I have to say, I was so let down by this next movie. And as much as... Oh, sorry. What the fuck?
Thank you very much.
Yes, the newest film from Sofia Coppola, Big Titted Hermione, left everyone wanting. And I'll tell you why. That wasn't her. That wasn't her, it was Sofia Vergara. Why would you tell me it's Big Titty Hermione? I'm showing up, all my childhood dreams are coming true. I'm like, maybe Harry cast the spell, give her big titty. But no, it was just Sofia Vergara from my favorite TV show Modern Family, and she was just pretending to be her. Sophia, you'll never be like the most talented member of your family, Jason Schwartzman. And instead, I am so disappointed to say I give you a 1 out of 5 for false advertising. When you tell me your movie is going to be called Big Titty Hermione, I better see the actual Hermione be with Big Titty, okay? You bring me Sofia Vergara. You tell me movie is her normal boob size Sofia Vergara, I'll still go to that movie. I'll have a good time, and I'll know what I'm getting into. If you're giving a Western, have it be with cowboys. If you're doing sci-fi, put it in the future. If it's Big Titty Hermione, you give me Big Titty Hermione, okay? You don't give me other lady. So I give you 1 out of 5, Sophia, and I say maybe leave filmmaking to the men of your family. Even though that's not something I hold across the board, it's just that I happen to think every female director is bad. But if you ask me if that's a trend, I'll say no, it's not at all. There's nothing to read into there. Anyway, enough of these things that make me so frustrated and angry. Let's talk about another movie I like. Let's talk about another movie that I really, really like and thought was really good.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm in Silent Hill. Just hanging out.
Have you seen a little girl around here? Short, black hair, 7 years old?
Now, finally, a movie where they spend a long time on the character descriptions. Have you seen a little girl around here? Short, black hair, 7 years old. Thank you. Thank you. How often have I been to a movie and they see, have you seen my daughter around? I can't find her. How long's her freaking hair and what color is it? If I'm on the freaking street and I hear that, I'm going, how long's your freaking hair and what color is it? Otherwise, I cannot help you and I don't feel bad for you. So, that's why I loved, and that was also a new Mr. Magoo reboot, where he's young Magoo. He still has all of his vision, and he's in the Silent Hill video game.
Sexy young Magoo.
Sexy young Magoo in the Silent Hill video games, kind of like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit type thing. It's really, really good. They do enough descriptions, and that is the only part I was thinking about the whole time. There is no booms in the shot. Every scene feels really good. The audio is fine. Even that one part where they go, so I'm here in Silent Hill. That was also fine. That worked fine for me. Mr. Magoo is hot and fuckable, and it's about time he was.
We got one more.
We've got one more.
Ready?
Yep, let's check it out.
Hey there, everybody. This is Luke from Streets. Did you know my favorite things are jumping into a drive impact, stale bread, ice without any water, the newest season of Family Guy, and sand. See you in Street Fighter 6, everybody.
Yeah, I was surprised when David Lynch announced that this would be his next film. I thought, he usually makes movies that confuse me, where people act and talk weird, and I don't like it, because I want them to have endings where I go, oh, that's why that was all happening. But then he said, I'm making this new Street Fighter thing because my nephew really loves the games and I want to relate to him more. And I said, you know what, David? Maybe you and I aren't so different after all. And while I'll never forgive him for depicting two women kissing in Mulholland Drive, I will say, you get some points in my book today, David. For this Street Fighter 6 intro thing. It's just like a minute, and it's just like the intro. It's just that. And I think that's really cool. That's all the time I have. My name's William? You'll check the VOD, I said it earlier.
What's going on, guys? It's me. You know it. I'm bad to the bone, Dougie the Golden Goose Epstein, unrelated, and I've got a lot of awesome stuff to share with you today. Yeah, you're probably like, Advertisements? I hate advertisements. I don't want to learn about an awesome new product. I just want to watch my TV show. Well, get ready, because you're about to have your whole world flipped upside down. Yep, this advertisement is actually even more entertaining than TV show, because this advertisement features a product that you're gonna wanna see. It's hot dogs that are free and gently used. Now, you might be saying, free hot dog? What's the point of even doing an advertisement? How do they make money on this? Well, the thing is, all of the hot dogs actually have little bitty advertisements on them. So that is what we say when we mean that they're gently used. We take each hot dog and we write a little thing. It says, hey, you want to buy some Cialis? Put that on the hot dog. Hey, you want to get some insurance from Geico? We put that on the hot dog. And then when you're eating the hot dog, you're looking at the advertisement and the hot dog is free with ads. What a genius idea, you might be saying, Dougie the Golden Goose Epstein unrelated. Well, that's where I come in. I'm the spokesman for free gently used hot dogs, and I'm here to tell you that if it's good enough for Dougie the Golden Goose Epstein unrelated, it's good enough for you. You thought I was done? Forget about it. No, this commercial is what we call a doubly. Yeah, it's a double. I'm back, and I'm here to make sure that you don't forget to buy these dang hot dogs. And when I say buy, I mean take them. They're free.
Hey, I'm the goth kid from your school whose dad is a Republican congressman. I've been going through a lot of shit lately. It's really hard to be me. But something that helps me get through my troubles and everything that makes it so hard for me is this. This is so real. When I was a kid and my dad was out networking with people who definitely did sex crimes, it was so hard, I felt so alone, and I would always have my friend Waldo. And if I could find my friend Waldo, everything would be a little bit better. Now I'm a grown-up, and Waldo wasn't quite hitting anymore. But now I have the stark reality that while Waldo can hide in his little books, he can't hide from himself. That shit's real to me. A guy whose dad is involved in a sex scandal right now, where he slept with a 17-year-old girl. And I'm only 16, but I'm like, damn, that's crazy. They're booing Waldo? I would never boo Waldo personally. He's the only person that gets me. And while I relate to him deeply, I also love his spirit. His regrets go with him, but he's smiling. I wish I could do that. Did you know her? Yeah, she was my tutor. She was trying to teach me history. But for some reason, all the people she wanted to talk about in history were like disgraced film directors, and that should have been my first clue. But it wasn't. I love Waldo, and I hate my dad.
Hey y'all, I'm Thud Dougley. Now, you might be saying to yourself, a man of God? What could he possibly be selling? Doesn't he know that selling things is actually the devil's work? Well, I thought that too. But then I found this product, and I thought to myself, damn, God even would probably want to have one of these. Yep. I know that sitting on his throne up in heaven, man God is using this small talk video game for GameCube. Now, video games are not all made the same, okay? We all know about sinful video games like the Grand Theft and Sims and Pokemon, which is all about the false theory of evolution. Not this video game though. This video game is all about, and listen to that sound. That's the sound of Jesus Christ coming into your heart through the power of video game. Small Talk for the Nintendo GameCube. Small Talk is all about talking to people at church. You go to your church and then you say, hey, how the weather has been. Hey, did you hear about Sarah Lee? She had another child, and it was without fingers. We are all praying for her. All of these different types of small talk are types of small talk that you can do on the video game Small Talk, approved by Christian God.
Hey, I'm Guy Goucher. I'd love to have a minute of your time to talk to you about a program that I do now. It's called Prisoner to Spokesman. I was saying it should have some kind of alliteration or something that kind of makes it a little clever, but they said no, we're just calling it Prisoner to Spokesman. And I'm Guy, and I'm the first guy who's gonna try doing this. And I don't mean I'm the first guy in the sense I'm the first person named Guy who's gonna be doing this. What I mean is that I'm the first person, and my name also happens to be Guy, and I'm doing this. This next product, I wish I could say is near and dear to my heart, but honestly, this is from a program where if I talk about these products and say I like them, they might give me good behavior and I get out of jail earlier. What I did in jail, I don't feel is relevant. I don't want to get into it so much because I think it might make you want the product less. They explicitly told me not to talk about it because it would be bad. I'm just gonna say this though, ignore that part and let me say what this product is. I'd love to show it.
Right. There you go.
That's right, it's Fish Car. It costs $45,000. $45,000 for a little tiny car with a fish in it? You must think I'm crazy, right? Well, what if I told you it comes with the fish? That's right, little fish car, a little tank with wheels. You drive it around like a little remote control car. It comes with the fish. We'll bring you the fish. Not so crazy now, huh? Not so crazy now, knowing that you get a fish. Suddenly, everything's different. The whole world's different. I'm a trusted spokesman, and not a guy who did a B&E to my history teacher. Yeah, everything's different. Anyway, that's it for me. Guy Goucher. I hope the judge sees this and doesn't get upset that I mentioned I went to jail for breaking and entering my history teacher's house and lets me off early. Buy the fish card, costs $45,000, but it come with fish.
Well, hi, kids. My name's Pa. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Pa, you look a little bit different today. What happened? Well, don't worry about that. It's not a continuity error whatsoever. They didn't have to release the last Pa after the incident. I'm the same guy. And of course, this is the same old Abner that you know and love. Isn't that right?
Remember? From the scary movie? Remember?
Abner, you gotta watch your mouth, okay? We've got some kids watching us now, and they don't like naughty language.
Alright, sorry, Pa. Let's get into today's lesson then, you limp dick.
Oh, Abner's a little grumpy today because he didn't get his rest. But kids, why don't you ask some questions for us, and maybe that'll help cheer him up. Let's see here. What do you guys want to know about? Anything? Any questions for me? Or Abner? Let's see here.
They're asking how I know you have a limp dick. Should we tell them about that?
I don't know if that's necessarily relevant. I meant questions about the world, about... Abner, please don't use that language.
Sorry, pussy.
What a scoundrel. Here's a question. Abner, do you have athlete's foot? Do you even know what that is?
Athlete's foot? I would need to be playing sports to do that instead of locked away at the end of this show. And not locked away in a trunk in the way you would expect, where Pa just goes, all right, you wait here until the next show. But locked away in some kind of weird sex dungeon type thing.
Oh, Abner, no. We don't have any strange dungeons. No, you must be talking about your bed.
No, I ask if I can go into the bed all the time, and you say this bed's way more comfy. Trust me, Abner. You're gonna like this one way more.
Well,
I never have once.
We'll just have to agree to disagree on that, Abner. But we've got another question coming in here. One of our friends is asking, will the screams ever stop? That sounds like somebody who's having a hard time. Maybe you've got some gentle words to help them through that tough time.
Well, I can only speak to Pa's experience, but no. Every time the camera goes off, his eyes turn bloodshot red, and he cannot look at himself in a mirror. Even seeing his own reflection in a window will spark him to get very, very angry at himself and anyone else around. It seems that no matter how hard he tries, he can't escape the reality that he is himself and his actions are permanent, and everything he's done will stick with him for the rest of his life. And he seems to know that.
Well, I think what Abner's trying to say is we all struggle with our emotions. Sometimes we have big emotions and those can be a challenge. That's why it's great to have a community like all of you friends at home. Isn't that right, Abner?
Well, they don't seem to help you much. The only thing that seems to help you much is that little orange bottle. I've been noticing you take more and more Tic Tacs out of there every day, it seems.
Yeah, that's right. Those are just Tic Tacs. And sometimes I don't have time to brush my teeth, so I like to throw in a little mint so that my breath isn't stinking all over you, Abner.
But you don't have to brush your teeth as often as you seem to be taking these Tic Tacs. I mean, you take them after every phone call you have with your mother. You take them after every time I see you open your Hinge. You'll take them after like 2 minutes of being on Hinge. One time I saw you looking on Craigslist for something. I couldn't tell what, but it was definitely I think it was like Chance Encounters or something.
Oh, well, the thing about the internet is you can find a friend anywhere these days. So that's all I was, Abner. I was just looking for a friend. Now,
so
I'm
those
sure
people that come over, they're friends you found on the internet?
Well, of course they are, Abner.
They don't seem healthy.
No, well, not all friends are healthy, Abner. It's okay to be friends with someone who might be sick. In fact, sometimes when somebody's sick, that's the time that they need a friend the most.
Well, then how come whenever they come over, you seem to get them sicker? The way you make them drink all that juice, and then you drink even more juice than them. It seems like you want them to get sick, and you to get sick too.
Oh, Abner, I'm just trying to make sure everyone's hydrated, because if you don't stay hydrated, well, that can make you feel tired and make your tummy hurt. Now, let's see if we've got any other questions here from our friends. Let's see here. Someone's asking, Pa, do you know what codependency is? Well, I do. I'm familiar with that term. That's a big word, though, for some of our viewers at home. Abner, maybe you can break that term down into something that's a little bit easier for some of our friends at home.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to do that, Pa. Codependency is excessive emotional or psychological reliance on a partner, typically one who requires support on account of an illness or addiction. Oh! That's what this is. That's what you are.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Now I get it. You created me because you're so fucked up and weird.
Oh, now careful with those naughty words again, Abner. No.
Sorry, you're so fucked up and bad.
Well, again, we'll just have to agree to see things a little bit differently. Now, here's a very important question that I saw.
My favorite show.
Oh, is that right? Abner, please, watch your tone. Now,
Sorry,
I saw...
my favorite show, Vagina. I'll correct myself.
Abner, we had a very serious question for a moment there from one of our friends who's actually wondering about safe sex. Now, this is a mature topic, but it's something that kids need to know about so that if a situation arises where they're ready to have a sexual encounter, they know how to do it safely, all right? Now, I saw somebody asking what a condom is, and Abner, maybe you can explain that in a way that's acceptable and accessible for our friends at home. Now,
all right, well,
what was that sound?
I don't know. It says Pornhub? I don't know. Well, in terms of how to have sex, let me just speak to your experience. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take a few Tic Tacs, but this comes from a different orange bottle than the other Tic Tacs come from. Then you're going to you're going to take out the mirror you keep in your closet because you've hidden all the mirrors in all the other parts of the house except for this one moment. Then you're going to reenact the scene from Boogie Nights where you're holding your flaccid cock and you're saying, "You're a stud, you're great, you can do this." Then the sick person shows up. You two get even more sick together. You start to both look and sound really bad. After that, you're both gonna go upstairs. You're gonna get fully undressed before she takes a single article of clothing off. Then she's gonna keep most of her clothes on, but she's gonna allow just enough of an opening for you to stick your penis in her.
Abner, I think that's enough. I think our friends at home get the point, Abner. I think they more than get the point, Abner. So why don't we talk about something different? Why don't we find something else to talk about, Abner? Because I feel like we're talking about me a whole lot here, and we've got company, Abner. We've got all of our friends. Katie Pearlbun is here. Why don't we talk about something that they're interested in? Why do parents shout at each other so much? Now, here's a question from one of our friends. This is an important question. You know, sometimes parents don't agree about everything, and that's okay. Grown-ups don't have to agree about everything. What's important is that we find ways to use our words to express our feelings and our disagreements in ways that are safe to each other. Isn't that right, Abner?
Yeah, I actually think you might want to speak on this one, Pa. I'm always taking the thing, but why don't you talk about this a little bit?
Well, of course, you know what? I grew up in a household with some parents who did not agree. Now, I know some of us aren't fans of our parents because we could feel like maybe we're not given enough attention. You know, we grow up in a household, we're locked in the room for 4, 5, 9 hours at a time while our parents are boozing out at the bar. They've left on the television, we're watching, they've left on NCIS. You know, we're just watching Agent Jethro Gibbs solve another mystery for the Navy. And, you know, sometimes we can grow to resent our parents. Our dad comes home, he reeks of liquor, he's yelling, he's throwing glasses at the wall, they're shattering.
See what I mean?
The carpet is full of broken glass because the vacuum cleaner hasn't worked in months and your mom is too out of it to be able to find a way to repair it or buy a new one. And so you just kind of have taken up to wearing shoes in the house all day long so that you don't step on pieces of broken glass. You go to school and you try to borrow money from other friends because you don't have any money to buy lunch. But you don't have any friends.
This is just like Seinfeld. And do you know what Pa will do to help him work through that moment of his life? He'll dress up exactly like his mother, wearing clothes that he took from his mother's house after she died. And he will talk as if he is her, saying that she's sorry for all those things she did. Then he'll wear his dad's clothes that he took from her house after she died, that he's still alive.
That's normal.
She wasn't looking.
That's normal to do.
He took his clothes. He'll do that thing where he splits down the middle so that one half of his body is dressed like his mom and the other half of his body is dressed like his dad, and then he'll flip back and forth.
It's called role play therapy. It's actually a real thing.
As both of his parents.
It's actually a real thing that people do. It's called role play therapy, and it actually is very legit.
Talking about how they were wrong to be mean to Pa, and he was a good little boy the whole time. But then, at one point, eventually, he will see his reflection in the mirror, look at himself, see what he's doing. Sorry, in the window, because he hides all the mirrors. And he will see himself, looking at the outfit he's in, and he'll start taking his Tic Tacs again. And usually when that happens, he takes the most Tic Tacs and falls asleep right away. One time he had this white frothing thing show up, and I was a little worried. but about 12 hours later.
Okay, Abner. All right. I think they get the point. We have one quick last question here from our friend Katie Pearlbun, who wants to know: did Michael Jackson do it? Of course. Of course he did. What's up, folks? It's me, Saul Bearstein, the Money Bear, and I'm ready to give you the hottest tips on the hottest stocks coming your way from the S&P 500. Cha-ching! All right, folks, in just a minute here, we're going to bring up my top 5 picks for hot stocks to buy, and we're going to take a live look at the market. Yep, that indigestion is the feeling of money rising up, so I hope you're ready because I'm going to make you rich. Let's take a look at these stocks. We got stocks, baby. Now, these are hot 5 tickets that you're going to want to get in your portfolio now. We got Dumbass. Now, Dumbass is an amazing new company that combines the power of idiots with the power of fish. 2 synergistic ideas combined into one money-making machine. Now, that's an interesting idea, but you're going to want to take a look at Sweet Creams, because Sweet Creams is rocking into the top of the market. Now, you've had creams before, but we've taken them, well, I shouldn't say we. Sweet Creams has taken that cream, and we've made it sweet. Yeah, sweet like the taste of good green cash in your pocket. You're going to want to get that sweet cream and take it not only down the throat, but down the wallet, because you're going to want that in your portfolio. Now, sweet cream is going to rock it early on in the market, but careful, don't buy too much, because what you're going to want to keep an eye on is Larry Lobotomy Inc. Yeah, less thinking, more money. That's what Larry Lobotomy's all about. Wrong. Wrong! I hope you weren't taking me seriously. I was kidding about Larry Lobotomy. You're going to want to use your brain, Larry Lobotomy, and stop taking brains out of people and start putting them in people's scrots, because they're going to have a lot of extra room once they subscribe to No Balls Inc. That's right, No Balls Inc. is a new subscription service that you can sign up for once a month having your nuts removed. If you don't want nuts to be in your sack anymore, you're going to want to sign up for a $5 a month subscription to No Balls Inc. Every month, someone will come to your house and remove 1 ball. You might be saying, isn't that going to be over in 2 months? I only have 2 balls. Keep an eye on these stocks, folks, because they are moving quick. Now, Larry Lobotomy is rushing to the front here, and you might be saying, well, Mr. Money Bear, how is it, thank you, how is it that Larry Lobotomy Inc. is skyrocketing when you just said not to buy it? Well, that's what we call the money trick, all right? I was fooling you. I was tricking you. I was testing you to see if you were going to listen to me or listen to your balls, which should have been telling you. You should have kept on to your balls and not bought no balls.
Howard Stern right now, going insane.
Well, Howard Stern is a big inspiration for me. Anyway, folks, buy Larry Lobotomy Inc. That is the message. All right. But we are not done yet, folks. I got 5 more hot stocks for you, or 4, I'm not even sure. I don't know how to count things that aren't money, folks. Take a look at all these numbers. Do you think somebody who doesn't know all about money would have all these different numbers behind them? Maybe think again. We got green arrow. We got red arrow. Red arrow. Yeah, that's the sound of I don't like red arrows. All I'm about is the green. Speaking of the green, let's make some green with these stonks, baby. We got Jazz Pencil. We got Ookie Spooky Realty. We got Pants Just Pants, Cha-ching, and of course, it's Company. Now, these stocks are gonna start slow, but you're not gonna wanna wait because in a moment, Pants Just Pants is gonna rocket to the top. Yep, you've heard of pants and you've heard of shorts. Well, forget about shorts because it's all about pants, just pants. We're not talking capris, we're not talking about swim trunks, we're definitely not talking about kilts. Pants Just Pants has opened up the pants game wide open and said, we're gonna focus on one thing and one thing only, making pants and making money. Now, Jazz Pencils is a sneaky pick that I'm actually very excited about because what did everybody say when they were writing down with a pencil? Hello, this is a little bit boring. I wish my pencil actually had awesome tunes that I could listen to, and that's where Jazz Pencils comes in. Jazz Pencils synergize the ideas between write something down with a piece of pencil and listen to the jazz. Now, I don't actually have an appreciation for any of the arts because I'm all about the money, but what I do know is that this piece of art makes money, all right? Now, we got a couple other stocks here that are kind of interesting. Ookie Spooky Realty, they're all about buying and selling haunted houses. And a lot of people are saying, haunted houses? Where's the market for that? Haunted houses only come one time a year. Wrong. That's where the people at Ookie Spooky Realty are really breaking the whole thing wide open. They took a lesson out of the Spirit Halloween book and said, Halloween isn't about candy. It ain't about costumes. It's about strip mall real estate. Ookie Spooky Realty is buying up strip malls all across the country and turning them into year-round haunted houses. It's Halloween every day of the year, folks. You better get used to it. I think I'm having a heart attack.
Power through.
I can't feel my right arm. Is it your right arm or your left arm? I'm numb. Does anyone have a baby aspirin for me? Does anyone have a baby aspirin for me? I smell toast. I'm smelling toast. I'm just gonna power through. Ah! Ah! No! Ah! Alright, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling back. We're pumping again. Folks, if you haven't bought Jazz Pencils yet, you're a fucking idiot, okay? Get the Jazz Pencils, get them in your portfolio, or you're gonna be crying like a little baby. Alright, let's get the next stocks out here. We got one more, and I've been saving these stocks for last because I didn't even want to tell you about them, okay? We got a secret stock here. We got secret companies that you're thinking, well, these are publicly traded, alright? Everybody knows about them. Wrong! Stupid! No, these are the secret stocks that nobody even wants you to know about. You have to have a secret code to even learn about these stocks, but I'm giving them away to you if you're watching me, the Money Bear, right now. So, don't go telling your friend. Don't go telling your neighbor. Don't go telling your little baby boy, alright? Keep this shit to yourself, and we're all gonna be in the money. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. And here. We forgot one. Are we gonna put it up? Yeah. Don't look at those. Let's have a look at these stocks. Now, I wanted to show you those first three because I was thinking, maybe I should save this last one just for your boy. But then I thought, no way. I trust these people. I trust you with my life. We got Pretty Okay Inc. Now, you might be thinking, Pretty Okay? I'm not here to do pretty okay, I'm here to do great. Well, Pretty Okay is actually an acronym. It stands for pretty, really, extremely, totally, tubular, yep, okay, cool, all the time, yes, it's nice, corporation. And if that didn't make any sense to you, well, you got a couple of things to learn, pal. I'll say that much. I don't have a lot of time to talk about that because we got to start talking about the leading contender right here. It's illegal corp drugs. Now, that's what I was saying when I said that these are actually secret companies, and by secret, I mean completely illicit. Now, we're not talking about the stock market. Thank you, Funny Bunny. That's money in my pocket. And this is going to be money in your pocket when you invest in the black market. Of course, that's illegal corp. Illegal corp. Straight to the point. Excuse me. Sorry, that's indigestion. All I eat is raw meat. Folks, Illegal Corp has all the best illegal illicit drugs. We're talking Klonopin. We're talking ketamine. We're talking MDMA, ADAD, CDYP, and cocaine. Straight from down south, folks. So if you... And I could use a little bit more of that right now because I'm starting to feel the blood moving. I literally feel my blood moving. Am I supposed to be able to feel my blood moving? It's like it's kind of feels like it's thick, like a marinara kind of moving through me right now. Is it hot? Is it hot in here? Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, that's the steakhouse. It's just the steakhouse. You know it, it's a restaurant. And of course, Dick Fart Shipman LLC. Now, Dick Fart Shipman...
Chris Ruth's House Steak.
Lips are so dry. My lips are so dry. Buy this, buy these. Someone call my wife.
Baba Booey.
It's so bright in here. I don't even have any money. But I call myself the money babe because I thought people would think I'm rich. I thought people would think I was powerful, that I knew a lot, but these glasses aren't even real. This isn't even my hair. I have hair. I thought this would make it seem like I'd know more about money. Wow, the Twin Peaks music is still going. Folks, that's our show. We are the Everything Now Show. We're part of it at least. We're two of the guys.
Mic's on.
This one for sure. We could turn on that one too. Really insane to be hearing both our outro music and the Twin Peaks theme at the same time. Folks, there's a lot of new people in here, thanks to Harry Horror. Thank you for that raid, Harry, and thank you to every new person who joined us tonight. If you had fun at this show, well, that's great news because we do this show 4 times a week, which means you only have to wait until Thursday for a new one. We do it every... Oh, right, it's Monday? Fuck, there's another one tomorrow?
That was the foreboding part of the Twin Peaks music showed up right as I said tomorrow.
That is very scary. Anyway, folks, we do the show every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday night. So if you had fun at this one, come on back Tuesday. It won't be this like TV show format. It'll be something totally different, but it'll still be interactive comedy that you can control with sound alerts and subscriptions and donations and polls and image submissions, which, by the way, all the advertisements, all of the movie clips, the sports clips,
all came from you.
Those are all submitted by you in our Discord. So if you're new here, join the Discord. You'll get opportunities to interact with the show that you can't do any other way. You gotta be in the Discord for that. What else?
Please, if you're new here or if you've been here and haven't gotten around to doing this yet, follow this stuff.
Especially
Particularly, please follow the YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube.
We have over 400 episodes of Everything Now Show, all uploaded on the YouTube. You can look at our whole catalog of previous episodes. They're all on there. Still doing the music. So please, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube so that we can finally monetize that thing. We need 1,000 subscribers, so it's free. Sign up with your Gmail, sign up with your mom's Gmail, get us to 1,000 subscribers. Go watch all the old episodes of Everything Now Show. And yeah, follow us on all the other socials too. We do updates.
TikTok.
You better join TikTok times, you get it. All right.
Sound alert's really getting to me.
Yeah, the sound alert is
I really hate it. I really hate it.
Really fucking with me in a major way. All right, folks. Chris has to go do another.
I have to go do another comedy show. Right now.
So we're gonna raid somebody.
And while we raid somebody, hit me one more time with the Twin Peaks music. Someone give me one more before we raid.
There it is. Okay, let's raid. Let's raid the Spud Hunter. Let's go. We're going to send you over to our good friend, the Spud Hunter, who is a very sweet Australian man who's been supporting the Everything Now show since we were just a tiny 10-viewer Andy. So give him some love, and we will see you guys back here tomorrow night. Goodbye!